I want you to give yourself permission to be cocky. Hi, my name is Marlon. I am a speaker and a consultant, and I help recovering people pleasers and codependents rediscover themselves so they can live thriving lives. I'm just coming back from a gala at my alma mater. It was an awards ceremony, and there were two awards recipients that gave fantastic speeches. Not only did they give fantastic speeches, the confidence and unabashed power that they exuded on the stage was just palpable. It was just so significant. One of the recipients was talking about how when he was coming from Anguilla, how he felt so small in spaces where he previously thought he didn't belong, and how he grew into himself and realized that it was up to him to take up space because, frankly, he deserved it. And I was thinking about myself and how I used to feel the same way, right? That I had to keep myself small for several reasons. One, I didn't want to make anybody else uncomfortable or make them feel like I think I'm better than them or that they're not good enough. And then the other, feeling like maybe I don't deserve or there's somebody else more deserving. I felt the same way after coming out of a toxic relationship and seeing my former partner have all of this support from her social circle, whether it was friends, family members, not only emotional support, financial support. Like she barely had to lift a finger to set herself back up. And then in reflecting of that, knowing from my background and how I don't have that, right? I don't have a close-knit family. I don't have these type of community supports that can help me bounce back after, experiencing some type of distress in my life. But then I thought about it and I realized I have literally been able to test myself in a myriad of different situations, whether it was leaving my parents' house at the ripe age of 17 years old to make a life for myself after refusing to be under a household that was full of abuse, whether it was just scrapping up, whatever I could to exist, whether it was me figuring out, oh, maybe I can teach piano and make some money from doing that after only taking 3 years of piano lessons myself, whether it was figuring out a way to get a certification so I could be a nurse's assistant, whether it was me joining the Marine Corps, serving for 8 years, undergoing all that training, undergoing all that time doing that, whether it was me leaving the security of the Marine Corps, that I had the health benefits, I had the pay that would come in on the 1st and the 15th of every month, and all these other supports to keep me going, to leave all of that to go to college, not really knowing what I wanted to study, knowing that I was just gonna figure it out on the way, whether it was me leaving the first job that I had after college, which paid me the most amount of money that I had ever made up until then, to start a business with literally nothing. I took some money out of my Roth IRA and used that to get going, and then just pretty much put everything on credit cards until I had clients that could pay that off. Whether it was me setting out, knowing that, listen, I'm gonna be on my own now. I won't have any type of family support as I have this transition in life. And I fucking survived every single situation. A lot of people meet me, and when I get really animated, they'll think that oh, Marlon is so full of self. Marlon is so, cocky. And I'm like, yes, I am, because I've been through fire, and not only do I survive, I thrive. You don't have that testimony because you refuse to do the things to thrive. So if I sit here in my power and I feel that sense of confidence, It's not because just because like I think I look good in the mirror. It's because I have literally gone through trials and tribulations, and I have refused to be a coward about it. I've pushed through with courage, and every single time I push through, I rise. That's where my cockiness comes from. And I want you to develop that same amount of cockiness. Think about it. Every single thing you've experienced in life, every trial, every stress, every negative thoughts you had about yourself, every time you wanted to give up and you are still here, you think that everybody's like that. They're not. Everybody isn't courageous. Most people are cowards. Most people give up. Most people, they throw in the towel. If you are still here, living authentically, living by your principles, and not letting the exterior of the world change who you are fundamentally as a person, harden your heart to make you a person that doesn't care anymore, destroy your sense of self. If you are still here, you have every fucking right to be cocky as hell. Because you're not just a survivor, you're a thriver. I want you to get comfortable being cocky because you've earned every single win with every battle scar you have.